This game recap is brought to you by Manscaped's Foot Duster Foot Deodorant. Say goodbye to stinky foot funk with this essential deodorant spray. Head over to manscaped.com and use the promo code SACCITY for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. The Foot Duster Foot Deodorant by Manscaped. The best protection any place below the waist.
Next game on our list, it is the Carolina Panthers defeating the New Orleans Saints 22-14. This is a game that I did not predict right. That's for sure. I thought the Saints would win this game, but it was the Panthers who saved Matt Rule's job for another day. I saw the post-game locker room celebration where Matt Rule's talking to his guys, and I can't help but think to myself, he's just saying in his head, thank you guys for saving my ass for another day. The streak will live on. I will stay the coach. But the Carolina Panthers did it. They got the job done. Whether a win is a win against the New Orleans Saints, this might be a trend this week where like the teams that win are not even talked about like in the sense of, oh, they did phenomenal. It's more of like what's wrong with them or what's wrong with the losing team. It's like, that's what I feel like is with the Saints here. The Saints are a team that we both were very high on at the beginning of the season. We were both very high on. And I can say right now, I'm not feeling good about my pick with the Saints being where they were. I would love to go back on that now, seeing what they've been doing in this. And what's wrong with the New Orleans Saints, Aaron?
So many things. Offensively, they just look out of sync. They're not really sure what they want to be on offense. And I think offense is is so much about identity, knowing what you want to be. And I don't know that they know what they want to be. When they had Drew Brees, they knew exactly what kind of offense they were. When Sean Payton was there, he knew what kind of offense they were. And despite them having the same, Pete Carmichael's offensive coordinator and everything still kind of being the same, they're not sure what type of offense. Are they a run first team? Are they a pass first team? What do they want to do? And I think it's just a lack of identity, and they don't really know what they want to be. To me, they need to get back to that physical style of football, starting with the run game with Ingram and Kamara, and finding ways to get Kamara the ball in space. And they haven't done a good job of that, because as Kamara goes, this offense goes. And I can say that till I'm blue in the face. And I get it. He had 15 carries and a fumble, and he didn't play well. But you as an offensive coordinator or offensive mind have to find ways to get him in the best advantageous situations. And we all know Alvin Kamara is not a guy that you just give 15 carries to that run right at the defensive line and expect him to be good. Like, get him in space, and they haven't done a good job of that. I'm very, very, very disappointed in the Saints. And as of right now, I was wrong about them. Like, defensively, I still believe in them. I think they're a strong defense. I know they gave up 22 points, but when you turn the football over, it happens, right? So,
yeah, that's what
but I mean, they were able to hold Christian McCaffrey. I mean, anytime Christian McCaffrey gets 25 carries, and add 2 catches, you expect a huge day from him, and he was pretty regular, right? He still got 100 yards, but he was a regular Christian McCaffrey. So I thought their defense was fine. They held Baker to under 50% completion percentage. Another terrible game. Another terrible game for Baker. So Bailey, stay the hell out of my comments about Baker Mayfield.
Let's just stop with this Baker Mayfield stuff. That's the thing. That's the thing at this point. Let's just stop with the Baker Mayfield stuff. It's just it. Like, that's
170 yards on 11.3 quarterback rating. Get out of here. Where he's managed, and I'm sorry, but now I'm irritated. He's managed to make DJ Moore a worse player than when he was with Sam Darnold, PJ Wright or whatever, PJ Walker, Cam Newton, all the other quarterbacks in Carolina. He's actually made DJ Moore worse. And I don't know how that's possible. So Baker Mayfield is definitely not it. We need to stop with that. But yeah, something ain't right with the New Orleans Saints, and they need to figure it out ASAP.
Yeah, no, that's it right there. That's it with the Saints. Like, Baker Mayfield is. Hey, I do want to say this. Shout out Laviska Shenault in this game. Okay, two receptions, 90 yards, and touchdown. But there was another wide receiver, and I feel like the Saints are just continuing to make you look wrong here. Like, the Saints are continuing to make you look wrong. That's what I said.
Why?
Because the player of the game, although in the losing effort, Chris Olave.
No. Hell no. Bring me
8
up on
receptions,
screen.
169 yards, and a tutty in this game for Chris Olave.
You right now, you are going to make me so mad because you are either doing this on purpose or you are technically a YouTube identical person. Like, I'm sorry. When we look at these games, we got to stop giving player of the game or saying this person had a great game because they were down by 30. This is not fantasy football. If you want to have this conversation on Wednesday or Tuesday about Chris Olave has some fantasy football value now because Michael Thomas is out, Jarvis is out, and he's going to get 83 targets or 10 targets a game and he's going to produce, sure. We could talk about fantasy football and how I was wrong about Chris Olave. But from an NFL impact on a game perspective, stop. He had zero impact on that football game because as he was catching all these balls, they were still getting their ass whooped. This is about volume. This is about nobody else to throw to. So he's on the field and he's a recipient of that. This is Matt Collins filling in for Hunter Renfrow type shit. Like, you're gonna get targets. I get it. But where was the big play that he needed to help his team win? Like, I watch these games and I'm watching these receivers
when that happened.
I'm watching these receiver run routes and I'm watching everything that's guaranteeing I'm catching some balls. I'm guaranteeing it right now. Like, that's part of what he's supposed to do. He's a first round draft pick. But to come on here and put him as a player of the game in the game that they really got their ass whooped and blown out, that's just, honestly, that's disrespectful to the Carolina Panthers, and I will not have it. You should have found somebody on the Panthers. Laviska Shenault had an impact play. He had an impact play in that game, and we're going to sit here and argue about Chris Olave. Put Laviska Shenault as the player of the game because that play changes the game. That play goes and was not just, oh, I caught it and I didn't do anything. I was wide open. He caught it. He made a move. He did what Laviska Shenault we expected before. That was an impact play. Chris Olave is nobody's player of the game. Nobody's. 13 targets because every receiver on their team got hurt. Traquan Smith got hurt. Michael Thomas got hurt. And Jarvis Landry got hurt. Yeah, so you gave it to get out of here. Get out of here. I'm done. I'm done. I am not going to sit here in one game that Chris Olave breaks out because I believe I'm right when I said he will have games like that. And I told you guys that. He will have – those games will happen. Show me when he can do it consistently and he has an impact on winning. That's when I'll say Chris Olave is it. Until then, keep pushing with that shit.
I will keep pushing your buttons. I will keep pushing your buttons. That's what I will keep doing. Shout out Chris Olave, big game here. But also shout out the Panthers for getting the job done and getting that dub here. Are the Panthers 2-1 or they're 1-2?
They're 1-2. And Baker Mayfield is terrible.
Baker Mayfield is straight trash. Straight trash.